Several hundred members of the National Guard are on the border with Mexico now, are on their way there. They are part of what will become a 2,000 to 4,000 person mission ordered by the president. He wants a virtual wall until Congress agrees to pay for a permanent barrier. KXAN Washington correspondent Anna Wernicke has this story.
We need a wall.
President Donald Trump says 400 National Guard troops from Texas and Arizona are already on the way to the U.S.-Mexico border.
We're putting the National Guard and military at the border. We're beefing up the Border Patrol.
Texas Republican Congressman Jody Arrington says the extra help is welcome.
I think it's the appropriate and responsible thing to do. This president's and every president's first job as commander-in-chief is to keep the American people safe.
This is an overreaction.
But Doris Meisner, former commissioner of the U.S. Immigration and Naturalization Service, says United States law limits what the National Guard can do.
All they can really do is back up the Border Patrol. And typically what that has meant is helping to staff some of the technology, some of the computer systems that watch for the sensors and so forth.
Meisner says the president sending in the National Guard is more about sending a message to Congress to pass legislation to start building the president's border wall. U.S. Customs and Border Protection says the Guard will provide aerial detection, transportation, repairing border wall, and logistical support, while CBP focuses on enforcing immigration laws.
The president is right. There's a sense of urgency with this, and this is an appropriate use of the National Guard.
Arrington says the governors of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California have been talking. They plan to send an additional few hundred troops to the border over the next few days. In Washington, I'm Anna Wernicke.
To give you some perspective, only 3 of the 4 states that share borders with Mexico have sent members of the National Guard. Today, Governor Abbott said he would boost the number of National Guard members to at least 1,000. On Friday, the Texas National Guard said it would send 250 by tonight. And earlier today, Arizona's governor said he wants to send nearly 340 members to their border. New Mexico will send 88 by the end of this week. They could eventually send up to 250 members, and California has not sent any.